He's commentating now with Phil Liggett.
This has all the ingredients of a marvellous final. These riders separated by just 0.06 of a second in the previous round when they beat their opponents. And now, if the American rider wins, it'll be the first ever gold medal by an American track cyclist.
Well, Galt's quickly into his style. He recorded 1:10.62 for the first kilometre in the semi-final ride. And Galt's trying to emulate the feat of Gregor Braun, who won this title back in 1976 for West Germany. And, of course, Steve Hegg, he'll be the first if he can win for the United States. Hegg, who set 4:35.57 in the qualifying round, is the fastest man of the series, but nothing to choose between the two. Hegg is trailing at this stage, and as we expected, off the mark at the quickest is Galt's, and Galt's is already steaming down the finishing straight. This small man from West Germany, a former road champion, and what an accomplished rider he is. A strong lad, confident. He's had a tremendous wait while the sprint heats have been on, but he's not unnerved. He'll be coming round to complete the first kilometre in 25 metres time. We'll get the split and see what this first kilometre time is. There it is, 1:10.47, the fastest first 1,000 metres of the series so far. The deficit for Hegg, 0.52 of a second.
Well, this is tremendous final. Galt's has really got the bit between his teeth. He doesn't like the American crowd here. He thinks they're far too biased towards their own cyclists, and he was very, very angry at the end of the quarter-finals yesterday. Now Galt's comes down on the left of the picture, and look at the gap. Hegg still behind. This is the longest time since the series started that Steve Hegg has been down on his opponent on the track. Galt's has steadily gone quicker and quicker. He qualified in 4 minutes 48.55, but since then he's been fractions of a second behind Steve Hegg, building up all the time to a great final. Still Hegg is down 3/4 of a second. The American crowd here now beginning to wonder if they might be seeing a surprise result.
Well, it's pretty tight. There's the difference. Just under half a second, Hegg trails, and we will get the time for the halfway distance this time. Hegg going down the back straight, Galt's coming down the home straight. There it is, 2:18.45, 0.51 of a second difference, and that is quick, 2:18.45. They really are moving here. Two of those would give you a 4:37, so they really are on schedule for a very good time.
Well, both these riders on a schedule now that could be an Olympic outdoor best time. The best time already established by Steve Hegg of the United States, his time of 4 minutes 37. Oh, the crowd are going mad here now because the gap is just 0.05 of a second. 0.05 of a second now separating these two riders after almost 3,000 metres. This 8,000 crowd are on their feet now. They're trying to cheer Steve Hegg of the United States to a first ever gold medal for America. And he goes ahead, but only just now. Hegg on the right as down the home straight, and Hegg has gone clear now as we approach 3,000 metres by almost 2 seconds.
Well, I don't really know what happened there to Galt, but he looked as though he'd slowed up and given up. He was looking across to see where Hegg was. He's looking across the track frantically. It looks as though he's lost his style and almost looks as though he's given in. Hegg is absolutely eating the ground up, and Galt is paying for that fast start, and it looks as though he's gone to pieces. 3:28.71 for 3,000 metres, 3:20 the deficit, and it looks as though the goal for certain is going to West Germany.
Well, Galt has come at the last minute, and he seems to have held the American for 2,500 metres. Then he's exploded. The gap now enormous. The American crowd here, 8,000 of them now, looking at a first ever Olympic champion on the track. In fact, they've only ever before this Games won one Olympic bronze medal. That was John Lake in Paris in 1900. They've waited 84 years to see a gold medalist from the United States. It's coming in Los Angeles on their own velodrome, a velodrome built only 2 years ago. This is the third day of cycling. It could now, and is certain to be as the bell goes, the third gold medal for the United States. What a way to welcome the Olympic Games to your own country. And Rolf Galt's has gone to pieces under the pressure of Steve Hegg, this 20-year-old local boy from Dana Point here in California, coming round now to complete the circuit. The gun will go as he comes up the back straight. He's the new Olympic champion. Wait for it now. There it goes. 4 minutes 39.35 seconds. The champion is Steve Hegg. The crowd are on their feet. The American flags are waving. Hegg responds now to everybody.
Well, Steve Hegg reached speeds of over 51 kilometres an hour in that event.